Well, ladies and gentlemen, how is everybody doing today? Oh man, it appears we have another good one. This one comes from none other than the rapping OG, Mr. Cardamom, all right, from the same man who brought you the bars known as Chop It Up Gang, all right? And now his recently appointed fellow rapper, my son. Oh my God, boy. I wonder what that mixtape's gonna sound like. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what Mr. Mamdani has for us today. All right.
We are going to continue, though, with some more of these headlines coming out of New York City as I bring us back out to the live image that we have at the Empire State Building. This time I want to talk a little bit about New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani and some comments that he made over the weekend as he posted a video to social media Sunday explaining immigrants' rights to refuse to speak to or comply with agents from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. This comes days after federal agents carried out a raid in Manhattan. Now, in the video, Mamdani vowed to protect the city's 3 million immigrants, saying, quote, "We can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights."
Imagine you being somewhere where you're not supposed to be, and then you have an elected official who just cares so much, he just wants you to know your rights. Oh my God, bro. What in the fuck is going on? It's a skit. It's a skit, but let's keep going.
Very short video. I'm going to play it next.
ICE attempted to raid Canal Street and detain our immigrant neighbors. As mayor, I'll protect the rights of every single New Yorker, and that includes the more than 3 million immigrants who call this city their home. But we can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights. Last weekend, ICE attempted to raid Canal Street and detain our immigrant neighbors. As mayor, I'll protect the rights of every single New Yorker.
That's a glitch within the video.
3 million immigrants who call this city their home. But we can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights. If you encounter ICE, these are the things that every New Yorker should know. First, ICE cannot enter into private spaces like your home, school, or a private area of your workplace without a judicial warrant signed by a judge. That looks like this.
And that is correct.
If ICE does not have a judicial warrant signed by a judge, you have the right to say, "I do not consent to entry."
But here's the thing. All this is good, but if you don't know the language, it still doesn't mean anything. You don't know how to speak the language. You don't know how to read the language. I'm quite sure this isn't going to work out the way that people thought, because no matter what, the streets, you know, you can't be inside of certain places, workplaces, your home. However, your apartment building, if they catch you slipping, they catch you slipping, right? Because that's technically not your home. That's leading you to. Just saying. Like, there's more than one way to get you. This man is not going to stop 3 million, allegedly. And this is exactly why I just don't understand why you want to get the problematic people out of here first and then see what else is left on the table, because I don't get it. I don't get it, but clearly there's a reason why. So let's continue on.
The right to keep your door closed. Sometimes ICE will show you paperwork that looks like this and tell you that they have the right to arrest you. That is false. ICE is legally allowed to lie to you, but you have the right to remain silent. If you're being detained, you may
As
always
is
ask,
all
"Am I
police."
free to go?" repeatedly. until they answer you.
You are legally allowed to film ICE as long as you do not interfere with an arrest.
It is important to remain calm during any interaction with ICE or law enforcement. Do not impede their investigation, resist arrest, or run. One last thing. New Yorkers have a constitutional right to protest. And when I'm mayor, we will protect that right. New York will always welcome immigrants. And I will fight each and every day to protect, support, and celebrate our immigrant brothers and sisters.
Okay, that sounds crazy, but...
And that was the video posted to social media from New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani. Again, his comments came a week after demonstrators gathered as ICE attempted to detain people on Canal Street near New York's Chinatown. A similar immigration sweep in the same neighborhood last October was also met with several protests. Also, just a reminder that weeks earlier, Mamdani had a surprisingly cordial Oval Office meeting with President Trump, whose administration is carrying out federal immigration enforcement operations in several U.S. cities, most recently in New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think that this is going to be a absolute shit show. It remains to be seen, though. I don't understand. Just like I don't understand him appointing my son, the rapper. I mean, unless these guys got a fire collab coming, you know, Mr. Cardamom and my son together, bars on top of bars, brother. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And this is why sometimes things matter, right? For me, even with my son, it's not the fact that he was convicted, right? Because I see a lot of people going on that, oh, well, the same people who voted for a 34-time felon. Do you really even know what his felonies are? Because it's not for what you think. It's for the same thing that Letitia James just got her case dropped against her for, lying on paperwork. It's completely different, right? My son was out there in the streets. He's a street dude. He's reformed. I'm glad he's actually getting this shot, you know. But also, he doesn't really have any credentials to warrant or justify this new position. But this is where New York City chooses, right? I mean, and that's the whole thing. Even with that woman who was assaulted by that man last week, a homeless man who just so happened, right, to end up getting picked up on something completely unrelated. Like, you cannot make this shit up. They arrested the man who slapped the woman, knocking her to the ground on something completely unrelated. He was knocked out, sleeping somewhere because he's homeless. And this is the best part. The man that young girl probably elected is going to send you a goddamn guidance counselor, right? And then we got my son that's up there, a super defund the police guy. Bro, I don't see how this shit's going to work. You have two people, right, who currently don't know how to run infrastructure, currently don't know how to do a lot of things that are now suddenly tasked with trying to do that said job. I don't know. Call me old fashioned. I don't want a new surgeon. I don't want a new mechanic. If you went through the proper channels, yeah, but if you just, hey, yeah, man, I'm a new tech. Oh, really? Okay. Are you under somebody else right now? Because experience matters. That's all. But hey, we about to find out. We about to find out what NYC is going to end up doing. Hopefully they don't end up like Chicago with, Mr. Brandon Johnson. Where's AD at? these large gatherings, and we need to make sure that we. I mean, come on, man. These people are terrorists and they play in your faces. But, anyways, guys, look, that's all I have for y'all today. Jesus Christ. The hits keep coming. Anyways, y'all make sure you stay safe, keep your head on a swivel, and try to stay warm. All right. Praise God. In the meantime, in between time, give it a like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.